Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago.
Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Velus Jones now from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. So a heck of a start to this, and we haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this Bears defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Throwing, Young. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It'll be Young again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Young to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they're throwing the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Young now. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup at 13, and the Bears have the first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bears at 3-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here is Young. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, Young. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now Young. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The Young keeps it, moving right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw
He saw defensive ends right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Young.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now an option play on second down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
So that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, Young. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Now Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Now it's Fields.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
That's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Never mind. This is the worst.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And Sharp hauls it in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Panthers first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Young. 15 seconds.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And the snap will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to run out incomplete.
That's called on the defense that third down. Just throw it here with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football and forces the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That throw by Young incomplete.
It's too early to figure out the kind of adjustments this defense made ahead of time, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's get juice.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown
able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To the air once more, Young.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll toss it out right to Herbert.
A strong running. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I love the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Herbert once more. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And the Panthers first down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 71 yards.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this.
He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Fields on first down.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10. Fields again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Again, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They run with Sanders off the option.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Give left side here for Herbert.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Now Young, off the play fake.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Young off the play fake. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw it right on the wall a while back.
because one team is clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
We're rolling, boys. Time to go get fit. Tear it out here, fellas. I want to see points at the end.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
At the 40-yard line.
You guys, you got this. Let's win.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Xavier Woods with a pick. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Carolina, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit.